Coming to you live from digital address GA0993529 Kokomemle Accra, on DSTV 421, GoTV 144, on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We are Joy News on TV. We also stream live on YouTube with my Joy Online TV. Our WhatsApp number is 055-815-7074. This is JoyNews Interactive with me, Mapito CBD. Now, some angry youth at the UNFULFILLED in the central region nearly lynched the Deputy Minister of Fisheries and Aquaculture over the weekend. Francis Atukojo, who's Member of Parliament for the area, had gone to the town to attend the Akwambo Festival on the invitation of the chiefs. Now, according to the youth, the then candidate Francis Atukojo promised to provide jobs and also make sure that the UNFULFILLED gets its own senior high school if voted into office. But speaking to Adult News Kofi J, some of the irate youth said the MP hasn't fulfilled any of these promises. So we posted that video on Facebook and a lot of people have been commenting. Let's see what we're saying. Okay, so Darwin says, very soon the youth will rise like this and enter the Flagstaff House itself. They have taken us for granted for too long. So that comment got like 70 reactions. But at Enoch Foreigner says, the youth shall speak for themselves when the time is due. So at Darwin comes back to say, quoting Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who says, change when it is denied or too long delayed, violence will break out here and there. Not that men planned, but their accumulated grievances will erupt with volcanic fury. Another one quoting Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and this one is from Jacob Kingsley, who says, when change is too long delayed, violence erupts here and thereafter. Not that man wills it, but the past accumulated grievances erupt with a volcanic fury. Hashtag uprising, hashtag stay awake Africa. At Daniel Kobana says, truly, hungry man is an angry man. Someone deprived of a basic necessity will not be easily placated. A lie travels around the world while truth is putting her boots on. And this one is from at Mensa Anthony, who says, Ghana, we pray that what happened in Tanzania and Egypt will not happen in Ghana. There's too much hardship and unemployment. The youth are disappointed in the government. There should be a drastic revolution. This one is from at Emily Lotz, who says, things are getting worse. The economy is in shambles. If we don't take care, people will start marching to the Flagstaff House. Now, the remains of former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan is expected to arrive in Ghana later today for his state burial this week. Now, the body of the late Secretary General will be accompanied by the widow, children, and some UN officials. Here are some key dates in the life of the global icon. We continue to celebrate his life. And speaking at the One Young World Conference in 2012, he said he lived his life believing change is possible.
When I travel around, young people come to me and ask, how can I be a good global citizen? My answer always is, it starts in your community. It starts at home. It starts in your universities and in your schools. And I think later on in the afternoon, would exchange some words about how one reacts to some of the big issues confronting us. But you have to remember that you should not always aim to go and tackle the big issues confronting us. If each of us did our bit collectively, we make a difference. And nobody starts right from the beginning tackling the big issues. I probably started organizing a hunger strike at the age of 16. I tried to make a difference. David, I'm sure, did not start where he is today. We all start at some level, and we move on. And so whatever we do, or whatever we did yesterday is part of us today. What we do today will be part of us tomorrow, and we grow and we move on. For me, what I'm talking about to you today started in the Gold Coast when I was a teenager and the struggle for independence was beginning. It was an exciting period for us. We were all in boarding schools, very excited about this big thing, independence and freedom. And we achieved it. Suddenly, as a young man coming out of high school, seeing that Gold Coast has become Ghana, the first African independent country, and had inspired other countries to seek their independence. And for a young person who could feel the electricity in the air, for a young person who had all this talk about change, and suddenly change arrives. The Prime Minister becomes a Ghanaian, the police commissioner, the head of the army, all are Ghanaians. And so in a relatively short period of 4, 5, 6 years, you see dramatic change taking place. And so I grew up with a sense that change is possible. Even the most basic, fundamental, radical change is possible. And I've lived my life believing that change is possible.
A little bit of Monday motivation for you. Believe that change is possible, even the smallest of change. Remember, our WhatsApp number is 055-815-7074. On that note, I'm going to take a quick breather. Stay tuned. You're still watching JoyNews Interactive with me, Mapisa CBD. Now let's talk about the right age to enroll. Currently, more than 629,000 over and underage children are sitting in KG classrooms across the country. This is the outcome of a latest study by the Education Ministry on right age enrollment. The delay in right age enrollment, among others, forces school authorities to put overaged children in kindergarten, causing unnecessary congestion and difficulty in instruction. Now, in most kindergartens across the country, you will find children aged from 7 to 13 years learning with 4-year-olds. These are some of the issues raised in our latest hotline documentary, The Launchpad, produced by Emefa Atiamu Eli, as a part of a 1-month campaign titled Enroll Me Now, aimed at promoting early childhood education. Now, on that beat, we've been asking some adults to tell us their favorite kindergarten rhymes.
Lion has a tail. It has a big head and a very small waist. I didn't hear that. I said a lion. A lion has a tail. It has a big head and a very small waist. Is it right?
I think so. I hope so. I hope so. A lion has a teeth, right?
A tail.
Oh, a lion has a tail. It has a big head and a very
small waist.
And a very small waist. Okay. That was your favorite nursery rhyme. Okay.
Okay, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high like a diamond in the sky.
Black, black, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, master. 3 bags full. 1 for the master, 1 for the dame, 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. Yes, I think so.
If I can remember, one Donkey Zoot saw me, but I forgot I kind of collected back.
Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the kinsmen and all the king's horses couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again.
A lion has a tail. It has a big head and a very small waist.
I mean, it's been years since they stepped into the KG classrooms. Let's see how the children have been doing it.
My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. My head, Jennifer. My knees, my toes, they all belong to Jesus. They all belong to Jesus. Okay, clap for yourself. Okay. A lion. A lion. A lion has a tail. It has a big head and a very small waist. And a very small waist. Rain, rain, go away. Rain, rain, go away. Go and come another day. Little children want to play. Rain, rain, go away. Come on, I love Jolly. 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 She's my friend. She will always teach me. She will always teach me. She will always teach me how to read and how to write.
If you see the traffic light, there is something you should do. Red means stop. Yellow means get ready. Green, go, go. Where to go?
How cute, right? Okay, so my favorite one was hands, shoulders, knees and toes, hands, shoulders, knees and toes, and a mouth and ears and eyes and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes. I tried. But let's move on to some football, where Ghana fell to a shock 1-0 defeat away to Kenya in the second Group F game of the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers on Saturday. Now, an own goal from defender Nicholas Opoku just before halftime gave Kenya, who had a man sent off, a famous victory in Nairobi. In case you missed it, here's some highlights.
The whole of the Ghanaian team say they're only afraid of Olunga, but not of Harambee Stars. This is chipped again to Olunga. They put it in their own net, and Harambee Stars lead the game at the Kasarani Stadium. Just out of sheer pressure, Olunga manages to get the defenders to make a blunder. They weren't in a hurry this time round. It's Eric Joanna out on the right side. Looks for Olunga, who forces the defender to push the ball into his own net. But it was a pinpoint cross coming in for Michael Olunga. Yes, he's got the right to take credit for it there, Jacob, doesn't he?
Well, Johanna picking Michael putting pressure on the defender. And really, when you look at it, Michael had the pressure on. It's a goal that you wouldn't really say, but Michael takes credit because without his pressure,
he will take the credit.
The story will be different here.
This is going to be the danger man again.
Because it's so easy to be a referee when you're sitting on your couch, we asked you what went wrong. And our first comment is from Inisa, who says, it is the coach's fault. He has selected over 70 players since he got the nod to take over the team for a second time. He said last year that he was observing the many players he invited. It appears he's still experimenting. And then I don't blame the players. I blame the coach. By the way, what formation was he playing today? I don't even think he knows anything about formations. And that comment got 19 reactions and 5 replies. But at Abdullah Abdul Razak says, Kenya did well, so we must clap for them for showing commitment. Jacob J says, when you turn a whole national team into a political party, this is what happens. You've seen nothing yet. And he got 31 reactions and 2 replies. At Abigail Wusu says, even if it was a casket defeat, we still have free SHS. Ghana is working again. Nana will let them qualify for free SHS. LOL, 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 with 17 reactions there. At Christopher says, it can't be a shock. They weren't ready for the match, and moreover, you can't really figure out the tactics QUALIFIER wants the players to play. I think the Kenya match is enough for him as a coach to know what to bring on board, all the good players he thinks we as a country have, and stop that I'm trying the players to see which one is good. Let's go to Abdul, who says, politics has killed Ghana football. How can the government handpick who should be the national team coach just because he is their own without the technical eye? How can government recklessly classify certain players as anti-government and exclude them from the national team? We aren't seeing anything yet. Bayer Jeremiah says, it's a competition and either you win or lose. Kenyans also went for a win and not a defeat. Better luck to Ghana next time. I like how Bayer Jeremiah thinks. It's a game. Either we win it or you lose it. At Les from Pong says, people mentioning QUALIFIER's name didn't really watch the match. How can you blame the manager for all those misses? Ernest says, nothing went wrong. It's a game. Either you win, lose, or draw. Honestly speaking, the performance of the Black Stars of late has taken a nosedive. The political interference is unprecedented. At the Mirrorman says, FIFA was even merciful to Ghana. It's annoying when the coach knew the right thing but refused to do it. Now, on Saturday, Naomi Osaka made history by becoming the first Japanese in history to have won the US Open tournament. But sadly, what made the news was the vile words and unacceptable reaction of her hero. Yes, so she said it. Serena Williams is her hero, and fair enough, her role model in the game. But the greatest moment yet for her in what they both have given their lives to was stolen away from the 20-year-old hero because her hero couldn't take a loss. So a lot of people have been commenting on Facebook about this, and they're saying that, you know what, Serena is acting entitled and she should have just kept quiet. And others are saying, but I mean, don't judge my character. You know, she even said it herself that don't judge my character. Don't say I cheated when I didn't cheat. Let's see what people have been saying on Facebook about that. So this one is from @BlackQuate, who says, Serena is just not the face they thought is going to break the long-standing record of 24 Grand Slam titles. Hence the frustrations. If she were white, I bet she would be accorded much more respect. With all that said, she was going to lose with or without the deductions. What happened yesterday was simply not fair to any of the players. The umpire spoiled for Osaka, as winning against her idol should be a thing of joy. But the circumstances had her crying throughout the award ceremony and even had to apologize for her hard work and brilliance paying off. This one is from @Kilongo, who says, I was disturbed watching her outburst in the match highlights. Naomi deserves the victory, no doubt. Edward says, I applaud Serena for standing her ground. Congratulations, Osaka. And Kwesi Ofori Boateng says, how can someone with 23 Grand Slams be a sore loser? So that's the question he's asking. And Nana Kum says, she's a sore loser. All right, so while Serena was having her meltdown, she was saying that other players were, you know, outbursted and had meltdowns, and they didn't treat the other players the way they're treating her. So here are some snippets from this one, from one game. This one is from Furious Rafael Nadal launches. So it says, Nadal threatens Ramos here after receiving a time violation. No point or game penalty followed. Okay. So here's another one from Andy Murray and Ramos, a violation resulting in Andy shouting, stupid umpiring, which does not result in a point loss or a game penalty. All right. And this one is from another one of Nick screaming at Carlos Ramos for a foot fault, no point or game penalty. All right. So here are some of the stuff that when Serena was saying that she was angry that other male players got away with it. There was also a thing of color, because Serena Williams is black. People were saying that she's just being, judged and treated harshly because of the color of her skin. Also because she's a woman. So there's many angles to the story that will actually never finish. But it's about time we take our video of the day. So in that video of the day, the little girl is at her taekwondo class and they're trying to tell her, step on the plank, break the plank. But she's just following what the instructor is doing. So she went to go fetch the plank the other side instead of stepping on the plank. Before I leave, here's one WhatsApp message from Aqua who says, as you begin this new week, be kind, have positive thoughts and honest to all. Forgive your offenders and treat everyone as a friend. Help those who are suffering and never consider yourself superior to anyone. Be a living example to all as Jesus Christ made himself to you. Have a blessed week and shine. All right, that will be all for JoyNews Interactive with me, Mapisa CBD. You can catch us on all our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are JoyNews on TV.